my name is Emily and today I'm going to share with you guys my July wrap-up. So I read a total of 5.5 books and I'm feeling pretty good about that considering I didn't really like one of them, but it's all good. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. The first one I have is Hunting Prince Dracula by Kay Maniscalco. This is the sequel to Stalking Jack the Ripper, and I need the third book to come out like right now because I absolutely adore Thomas Cresswell and Audrey Rose because they are so smart. They have such a fun wit to them and they're so intelligent, and I felt like Kay Maniscalco has truly improved in this book from her last book. I felt like there was more kind of like at stake. I was kind of on the edge and I wasn't able to predict the ending the same way I was for Stalking Jack the Ripper. So with the improvement from this book and the last book, I don't know what to expect with the third one. I'm so ready to have it in my hands because once I do, I'm probably going to block out the world, but honestly that's a lie because I'll be in school. Oh my goodness, I just wanted to say I love this book, I love this book, I love this book. I loved this book so much, I just couldn't put it down. The second book I read in July was Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. This is book 1 of the Tearling, I think, trilogy. I gave this, I believe, a 2.5 out of 5 stars. I was not a huge fan of it. I was actually very much let down because there is such a hype around it and people who love this book love this book, and I felt it was very dry. There wasn't anything exciting. There didn't really seem to be much of a plot, and the only reason I continued reading this book was because I was hoping that near the last 100 pages or so something amazing was gonna happen, and spoiler alert, nothing did. I just didn't care for these characters. I hated their writing, and I just, it makes my blood boil to think about it, so I just need to stop talking about it. So, do not like it, and I honestly don't recommend, unless, I don't know, I don't like it. The next book we have is Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is book 2 of the Illuminate Files, and I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 stars, possibly even 5 out of 5 stars. It was wonderful. While reading this book, I followed along with the audiobook, and guys, if you're not listening to the audiobook while you're reading this, I personally feel like you're missing out. I mean, obviously you're not, but still, the audiobook is the best experience ever because there is sound effects and there's music and it's a full cast, and it just is this wonderful experience. I'm everyone needs to do this. Read the book and listen to the audiobook. It's just, I had goosebumps, and now every audiobook is letting me down because it's just not the same. Whoops. The next book I read was Daughter of the what the heck? The next book I read was Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller. This is book 1 of a duology, and it is full of pirates, and I have a non-spoiler review, which I'll link down below if you want to go check that out. And I thought this book was fun and enjoyable. It's very fast and easy to read. It's set on a pirate ship, and I enjoyed it. It's not the best book in the world. I wish there was more, details. I wish it was more complex, but overall it's just a fun read. The next book I read was Daughter of the Siren Queen, and this is book 2 of Daughter of the Pirate King duology, and I loved it just as much as I loved the first one. It was just as fun, just as silly, and you got all the pirateness you want without too much violence. It's just perfect amount where it's there but it's not there, you know? And finally we have Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 3 of the Throne of Glass series, and it's part of my Throne of Glass reread. Yes, this is the audio book. The actual book is downstairs, and I'm feeling pretty lazy and I don't want to go grab it for this video. So here's the audiobook. I'm about halfway done. My goal is to finish it by Tuesday. So you're probably seeing this on a Thursday, and so I should be done with it by now. Because it's a week. I don't know. That is all for this video. Please give it a big thumbs up. Please let me know in the comments down below what books you read in July and what books you're planning to read in August. I'm really bad at saying the months because they're just getting flipped. Anywho, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell to get notifications for when I post again, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!